Yeah. Prabhu, you are going to share the slides?
Yes, Prabhu, I am sharing the slide. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir. We will to see you.
Yes, we
Hare
are
Krishna
able to see.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. 1 second. Yeah. Prabhu, slide is still not visible here, I think.
Now the slide is visible.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll begin our sloka recitation with our obeisances to the beautiful deities of Jagannath Mandir, Shishadipuram. Shri Baldeva Prabhu Sumudra Maharaj Jagannath Prabhu ki jai, Gaurnatai ki jai, Panch Tattva ki jai, Lord Vaman Dev ki jai, Lord Parshuram ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. And we'll say our prayers. 1 second. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna. So we are in chapter 10, the opulence of the absolute. And we are going to reach Loka 10.26 today. And yeah. Right. Okay. Ashwatha sarva vrikshanam deva rishinam cha narada gandharvanam chitraratha siddhanam kapilo munihi. And the translation is, of all the trees, I am the banyan tree, and of all the sages among the demigods, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Chitraratha, and among perfected beings, I am the sage Kapila. So, just a little recap of what we have done so far. The title of this chapter is The Opulence of the Absolute, right? And so this is an ongoing discussion. 9 chapters have already passed. Arjuna is asking questions to Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna is very beautifully, intelligently asking, clearing all doubts, answering questions of Arjuna. And so this is a progression. So 9 chapters have already passed. So a lot of information has been shared, confidential knowledge. Now the opulence of the absolute is being shared. So this is further confidential information. And as we can see from this shloka, there's some kind of analogy or comparison is being made. So let's see why all this has happened and how did we reach here. Beginning with this, Lord Shri Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, explained to his friend Arjuna, and who is his friend and disciple. He addresses him as mighty armed Arjuna. And now the details, knowledge, was already shared to Arjuna throughout the first 9 chapters. But here in the beginning of chapter 10, Lord Shri Krishna tells Arjuna that because Arjuna was Lord Krishna's dear friend, so for Arjuna's benefit, and so through Arjuna, for the benefit of general population, that is even the present and future generations, this knowledge is being shared by Lord Shri Krishna. And so he agrees to speak further, and this knowledge will be better than what Lord Shri Krishna has already told. So this Lord Shri Krishna has confirmed that this is better than what has already been discussed. So earlier we got to know that who is Bhagwan. Parasara Muni had mentioned, in the previous shlokas, that he gives the explanation, one who is full in 6 opulences. who has full strength, full fame, wealth, knowledge, beauty, and renunciation is Bhagwan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this discussion, which is about opulences, this is some kind of comparison, and this is to emphasize further when Arjuna is inquiring about this knowledge about self, Lord, and relationship. Bhagavad Gita is all about it. So we know that Lord Shri Krishna performed so many wonderful pastimes while he was in planet Earth. He displayed all six opulences, whether it is killing of the demons, like liberating Putna, and pastimes with Indra, Lord Brahma, and the pastimes about Nal Kuvera, pastimes with gopis, gopas, and so many things. We also know about this from the Krishna Leela book, and then this about with Nanda Maharaja, Yashoda Maya, etc. So this is why this is just to confirm Bhagwan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, cannot be claimed by any ordinary person. It is one who can display all the six opulences in full. So this we can confirm because Lord Shri Krishna did that. And now Krishna is instructing Arjuna in more confidential knowledge of his opulences and his work, right? So now by this time, Lord Shri Krishna has already explained about his different energies and how they act. And this he did so that to establish devotion in firm conviction for anyone who would hear about it. So that when we hear about these courses, we acquire knowledge and we progress and we develop devotion in the Lord. So benefit is that, and you become fixated in devotional service when you hear about the personality, about pastimes of the Lord. So the Lord clearly tells Arjuna that because he is dear to him, for his benefit, such discourses are taking place. Now, again, this is not just for Arjuna. Arjuna was a very intelligent person. This is for people in general who are, especially in Kali Yuga, people who are very fallen, very, always in some kind of mind-related speculation, etc., and don't have that intelligence required, the requisite. So this is for that. You develop taste, you progress further. So. And Krishna has already confirmed, and in Brahma Samhita this is mentioned, that he is the cause of all causes. There is no one greater than him. So there's nobody greater than me. He's the best of all. So Lord Shri Krishna tells that, that Lord Krishna is personally telling this in this chapter, in the previous shloka, that he is the cause of all the demigods and sages. Now, reason is that, so what is the reason for this so much detailed in-depth explanation about this confidential knowledge? Because Lord Krishna tells that even the demigods and the great sages have tried to understand Lord Shri Krishna by their mental speculation, and they have failed to do so. And this is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. They can speculate with their imperfect senses, but they can reach some opposite conclusion. And it is not possible to understand Krishna by such foolish speculation. So even if demigods and the great sages cannot understand him, so what about the common man, especially in Kali Yuga? So to make things easier, he's further giving this comparison, this detail. So all this is possible only through the causeless mercy of the Lord. So that is a situation to understand Krishna. Causeless mercy is required from Lord Shri Krishna himself, and so he descends to show favor to such speculators. And so only devotees can understand. He mentions that, and then we can actually understand Krishna, who is eternal, full of bliss and knowledge, simply by taking to Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. Only once you develop firm faith and devotion, then you qualify further for more detailed or confidential information. So there is a progression. One cannot jump from 1 to 10 directly. So there is some kind of progression. So Krishna tells about his qualities, his intelligence and knowledge, and how people are giving this intelligence and the knowledge. You can realize how everything flows from Krishna. So all that happens, and so one who understands about this in such a way, from bona fide spiritual master with references from the Vedic scriptures, he engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. So this is especially this in particular, this inquiry, this is about buddhi yoga itself. To um, buddhi yoga is action in Krishna consciousness. That is the highest intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence, and yoga means mystic activities or mystic elevation. So in other words, buddhi yoga is the process by which one gets out of this entanglement of this material world, and the ultimate goal of progress is Krishna. And people don't know this, so this is why all this question and answer is happening. And so once you know about the goal, you progress on that path, and slowly progressively you traverse that, and the ultimate goal is achieved. So all this is a progression. So Krishna is it is very difficult to comprehend Krishna because his opulences are beyond our comprehension, and they are unlimited, and faithless people cannot understand this. So this progression has happened. You acquire this knowledge slowly, and then you progress, and then you come to this realization. So this uh, confidential further information can be given. So Arjuna prompted Lord Shri Krishna for explanation on the pervasive nature of Lord Shri Krishna. When he says that prior to this shloka, that please tell me in detail your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. So Arjuna is already satisfied by this time with his understanding the Supreme Personality of God and Lord Shri Krishna. And by Lord Krishna's grace, Arjuna is present in front of Krishna. He has this personal experience, and he has the intelligence and knowledge awarded by Lord Shri Krishna. And whatever else a person may have, and through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And for him, there is no doubt. Yet he's asking Krishna to explain his all-pervasive nature. People in general, especially the impersonalists and the present day, they get stuck with this pervasive nature and they cannot progress. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his pervading, all-pervading aspect through his different energies. And this is being asked for us common people, right? So we are getting this opportunity. So if we go to this shloka, so when we see that, this all pervasive nature, so in our material senses, with using our material senses, it is very difficult to comprehend this. You have to have devotion, which by this 9 chapters, 10 chapter, you have developed, build it by practicing it. So with our imperfect senses, we cannot understand the how Krishna as a person, and then he can pervade into everything. He has this all pervasive nature. So in our material world, we experience that when a person is here, he is not in another place. We know that. But Krishna is a person, he is Bhagwan, and then he is into everything. He is pervaded into everything. He is pervaded into all the atoms, everything we have here. Krishna is everywhere. He has pervaded everywhere in this universe. So very difficult to comprehend. So this is why there is some kind of and we know that the opulence of Lord Shri Krishna is limitless. So some kind of comparison has to be made, or there has to be a way to understand this thing. So Arjuna is asking for us common men, and this ongoing comparison is happening, where what is the best is being used to explain the quality, some of the qualities of Lord Shri Krishna. So here when we say, of all the trees, I'm the banyan tree. So banyan tree, Ashwatha, is one of the highest and most beautiful trees. And people in India, we know that the people worship banyan tree when it comes to our morning rituals and prayers and all that. It is very auspicious. And then there is demigod. We know they're demigods. And then Lord Narad Muni is the best. So among the demigods, they also worship Narada. So he's considered the greatest devotee in the universe. We know from Krishna Leelas that Lord Narada could travel into different planets, because he was empowered by the Lord. He would travel from one place to another. The only thing he's doing is preaching. devotional service. And this our Guru Parampara, Lord Narad Muni is son of Lord Brahma. He got this knowledge from Lord Brahma, and then he's spreading it across the universe. So he is one of the perfected living beings. He's the perfected personality empowered by the Lord, and he's preaching 24/7 forever from one planetary system to another. He can travel at his will. We have seen so many pastimes of Lord Narad Muni, where Lord Narad Muni even preached to Dhruva Maharaja. Lord Narad Muni preached to Hiranyakashipu's wife. He preached to Prahlad Maharaja, and he preached to Shanat Kumara. He preached to children of Lord Brahma, children of Prajapati. Anybody he preached to, they became a perfect uh, devotees of the Lord. They became perfect, and they further became teachers, and they are preaching. We hear so many things from all these empowered personalities. So Lord Narad Muni is very dear, is the greatest devotee in the universe. He's very dear to Lord Shri Krishna, and he's so here again Lord Shri Krishna is using Lord Narad Muni. He's saying that he is the representation of Lord Shri Krishna as a devotee. So another best quality of Lord Shri Krishna is defined, that Lord Narad Muni is the best of the devotees. And we also know about Gandharvas. When Lord Shri Krishna was born, and demigods could travel, and during the battle, when Lord Shri Krishna was performing so many leelas, even the Gandharvas, or there were so many opportunities where they would play bugles or play musical instruments. And so the Gandharva planet is full of these such living entities. They are into music and arts, so they sing beautifully. And among them, the best singer is Chitraratha, right? So another comparison is being made of the quality. And among the perfect living entities, Kapila, the son of Devahuti, is a representative of Lord Shri Krishna. So Lord Kapila Deva is an incarnation of Lord Shri Krishna, and his philosophy is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It's Lord Kapila Deva gave this knowledge to his mother Devahuti. So this is recorded as teachings of Lord Kapila Deva in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada has a book on this also, dedicated to this. So Lord Kapila Deva explained the Sankhya philosophy, the analytical aspect of reaching the ultimate truth, the absolute personality of Godhead, through analytics, step by step. This is a very tedious, lengthy process, but nevertheless, Lord Kapila Deva is representative of Krishna, incarnation of Lord Krishna. He explained everything beautifully about Bhakti Yoga, and so many. How do you reach that Bhakti Yoga is the best? How do you reach that conclusion? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So and so through that is being done. So this is how the comparison is being made. So the conclusion is that, so we are so used to comparison. We compare stuff, movie actors, etc., best of everything. Sometimes if we can't afford, but we wish we could, we desire something like whatever the best gadget, car, house, food, etc., whatever, shopping, everything. So we try to we want something best. So Krishna is saying that he's the best, right? He is best in everything. So this is to make it easier for people in Kali Yuga to understand. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to understand Krishna's opulences. So he is the best of everything, and he is the cause of all causes. So we need mercy of Krishna to understand, and we need knowledge, and we need requisite understanding. And all this Krishna is making it easier by using such analogies. So some comparisons are being made ongoing, and further comparisons will be made. So Lord Krishna will choose the best among any category and as equality, and he will use that to make it easier for us to reach that conclusion. And so otherwise, people of Kali Yuga, they will go on using speculations for millions and millions of years, and they will not be able to understand Lord Shri Krishna or reach conclusion about the absolute truth. So only by devotional service, supreme truth, Lord Shri Krishna, when he's pleased, he can reveal himself in the heart of the devotee, pure devotee. So when somebody hears Leelas, or like first 9 chapters have gone, and you reach a certain progression you understand, and then more confidential knowledge can be passed. So Arjuna is doing us a great favor by asking such questions. And so Lord Krishna, through his knowledge, he is removing this darkness of ignorance, and we can come to further understanding of Krishna. So special mercy is rendered. So this is a special mercy by devotee like Arjuna, pure devotee like Arjuna, and Lord Krishna is giving this knowledge. So the ultimate goal from this we understand that is Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, and this can be attained only by the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, especially in Kali Yuga, and by reading scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, and performing devotional service, and not by mental speculation, not by arguments. Otherwise, it is impossible to understand the opulences of Krishna. So these comparisons will make it easier for us to reach that conclusion further. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining this morning Bhagavad Gita Shloka recitation morning chanting session. Please continue to join tomorrow for further Shloka recitation. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, everyone. Sorry for extended time. Hare Krishna.